objects where the interaction is one-on-one, so small, really tiny art. I don't know, it's just what I do. My name is Katy Buess and I've been living in Invercargill since about 2010. I'm a Swiss-New Zealand artist. I studied at the School of Art in Dunedin quite a few years ago. As you can imagine, being an artist, it's really hard surviving on making art. And I think one of the things you have to do is put on your business and commercial hat. You know, if you make some money with your artwork selling slightly more commercial work, it gives you the option of producing more work that's a bit closer to your heart. I love paper, I love ink. It's just something I'm comfortable with. In my working life, I've spent many years working in the book trade, mainly in bookshops, a little bit of work in libraries, and I kind of wonder if maybe there's sort of a sculptor trying to break out. In this room, it's an exhibition about Timor-Leste, East Timor, where my husband and I were living in 2013. I think just from being really immersed in their culture, their language, their art ideas, I drew a lot of inspiration from that. The current body of work I'm doing with these sort of paper sculptures would be very much influenced from Vanuatu Nivan culture. They have their celebratory, like a lei, they call it a samu samu, which is a garland made out of, for them it's usually made out of leaves. For me it's a really long process. I don't know if that's because I'm a printmaker, and I think printmakers are used to having all of these different stages of the process, ideas, design work, drawings, carving a woodblock, printing, and so your methodology is really stretched out and you've got patience. It's not like you need instant results. Often I'll have sketchbooks or pieces of paper and I will draw the idea. Things I'll find in magazines or bits of newspapers, I'll just hold on to those. You know, I might be in the car, if I'm not driving, I'll try to quickly jot down some ideas on a little scrap of paper. I'll pin it up on the wall and I'll just think about that idea for a long time. The ideas bubble away in my head for a long time, sometimes years and years. Like the work in Invercargill, I've been focusing on just themes of the surroundings, lots of nature images in the printmaking, and so yeah, thematically it's very easy and gentle. And I just really was interested in this idea of creating this beautiful object, and for them it's just like it lasts the day. I'll put them on the wall and I would want them to last forever. So with these paper sculptures, trying to recreate nature, put them in frames, and the idea is I just want to keep them living and living, but you know, clearly they're going to deteriorate as well. It's kind of interesting, I had a comment from a sister who her view of it, I think she found some of it quite dark, quite serious. I guess some of the portraits I did are quite sad. Maybe it's cathartic, it's just kind of getting it out of your system. But especially in a place like Timor-Leste, where they have just had such a troubled history, such sadness, you know, invasion from Indonesia, they've lost hundreds and thousands of people through war and genocide. You're looking at that, and if you're like for what I did when I was there, I drew lots of portraits of people, and you know, there is a starkness. At one stage in Vanuatu, I had an art position where I set up a rehabilitation art program in one of the prisons there, and it wasn't a place I ever thought I would end up. Yeah, it was quite an eye-opener, quite shocking at times, but in fact that was probably the best job I had while there. I really hope I get some more opportunities to head off to some small, out-of-the-way places overseas, somewhere in the Pacific, where not only can I be influenced and get some more ideas for my own art practice, but you can then share your own skills, you know, with local people, because it's wonderful being a teacher or doing a little bit of teaching and just passing on some of your knowledge, because if you don't, what's the point? I just can't imagine life without art, like looking at it, thinking about it, making it. Yeah, it just makes you feel whole.